I used to think the dead were predictable, that working nights at the city morgue meant nothing more than identifying bodies and filling out forms in silence. But last Thursday, as the clock blinked 3:07 a.m., the silence broke, first with a shuffling sound, then a chorus of whispers, all croaking out the nickname only my childhood friends used, Mikey. If you're listening, stay with me, because what they begged me to remember is something I tried desperately to forget. As I stared in horror, every corpse on my shift sat up in sync, their milky eyes locking onto mine. Their lips moved, not in moans, but in desperate, pleading whispers, Mikey. Remember. You promised. I tried to back away, but my knees buckled. I saw Sarah Collins, who died just last week, her lips trembling as she repeated my name, a tear tracing down her gray cheek. I knew then that this wasn't some haunting. I was at the center of something much older, something I'd buried in the dark corners of my own memory. The whispers grew louder, overlapping and frantic. You have to find it. Before they do. I flashed back to a summer long ago, when we dared each other to sneak into the cemetery at midnight. We were stupid kids, and I, desperate to impress, dug a shallow hole behind an old mausoleum, burying something I'd stolen but never confessed to. It was supposed to be a secret pact, but I'd forgotten what I hid, or maybe I'd just forced myself not to remember. Hands, cold as the steel tables, reached for me, pulling me closer as the dead begged me to dig it up, to finish what I started. The last thing I saw before I blacked out was the small, dirt-caked box I'd once buried, clutched in the hands of the recently deceased. When I woke, the morgue was empty, but that box sat on my chest, its lips scratched with my nickname, daring me to open it and finally face what I'd buried with them, and what wouldn't stay dead.